Hey everyone, this is Ben. Hey, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Semper Gumby channel. And today I am going to talk about or show you my new tiny camper Kong XL pop-up. And the reason why I say it's a pop-up because the rooftop tent on there has a special feature. And you're probably wondering what happened to my old camper. Well, my old camper went to Fort Worth, Texas, and it was sold to a friend of mine, and he'll be probably announcing that soon on his channel. So I don't want to give it away, but it is now gone. It is in the Lone Star State. So I'm going to show you what some of the features of this Kong pop-up is, and some of the things I do like, and some of the things that I think needs improvement. So come along, we're going to check this out. Let's go explore my new Semper Gumby tiny camper.
Woke up in a new city, sun just starting to rise. Ran my fingers through the dust, feeling like I was on a prize. Got a map and a backpack, headed off to explore. Life's a journey, I'm not scared. Got miles to go before I sleep. Crossed a bridge where the river winds, saw the old man play guitar. Talked to strangers, shared a meal, found stories in every star. Passed through fields of wildflowers, under skies so vast and blue. Every mile a memory, every moment a clue. On the road, freedom in my soul. Every step, every stop, chasing what we're told. On the road, nothing but the wind. Every turn, we're never alone, we're always on a find. Through the rain, through the snow, through the heat of the day, learning lessons, growing strong, every day a brand new way.
So let's go explore, or I want to show you everything on this camper, some of the do's, the don'ts, the dislikes, and the likes of what I'm pleased about and what I think needs work on. But many of you know that I've had my other camper for about a year and a half, and like I said, it's gone. But this one right here has some special features or upgrades that the other camper, the Rugged Rhino, didn't have. And we're going to explore from the front to the back, from the top to the bottom, and then the outside in. But first of all, you know, I've been towing these campers with either my Dodge Ram, and now I tow it with Sarge, my 2022 Toyota Tacoma. And some of the stuff that I use or tow it with is our articulating hitch. And when I say articulating, it's because it has a 360-degree movement on there, up, down, and left to right, vertical, horizontal, and it makes it great when you're towing it off-road. And I'm going to show you that right now, but it's easy to hook up, it's quick, functional, but they are a couple $100. So if you're looking to get a rock or lock and roll is what they call it, lock and roll hitch, be prepared that it's going to probably be about $300 to $400 for the setup, but it's well worth it. So this is the setup for the lock and roll, and as you can see that you can go left or right on here, and then when this is hooked up to the hitch portion on the vehicle, you have a horizontal and vertical movement as well. So this piece right here, when you order your lock and roll, comes in two pieces. Comes with the receiver, this portion that goes to insert, and the hitch itself on the truck. Okay, so this is on the receiver end of the truck or Sarge. And when you got your camper with those pins, when it comes in, it sits in these, let me pull this out. it sits in these grooves. So once the camper gets reversed, you lower the jacks and it sits right into these grooves. Once you got the camper all set in there, you just get these plates that go over the pins just like that, and then you can go ahead and insert your pin into the hitch. Really simple. I like it. It's like one of the best easiest I've ever loaded on a camper. We got some safety cables. Now I wish they went a little bit thicker on the cables, because this trailer or camper weighs about 1,100 pounds empty, but I've never had a problem with cables or anything, but I think should have gone a little bit larger for the Kong. And then of course I've got my pin right there. We come on back to the 3-inch receiver, and now this is the jack right here. It's a 11.5-inch lift jack. It's a swing back trailer jack, so you can lower and raise. As we come back, we do have our connection. We do have a 7-pin. I like that. Most vehicles now come with both 7-pin and the 4-pin, I believe it. So we go back. It's on a 3-inch frame that runs completely to the back of the camper, and I'll show you that. And it comes back here, so it's all welded to the frame, and then you can add a rack or a bike rack or anything on there. It does have the pinhole right there as well. Now for storage, because this is a Kong pop-up with the rooftop tent, storage is very important for me, and we went ahead and had them install a Tractor Supply diamond plate black powder coated box. This is, I believe, a 56-inch box, and I've got it packed to the rim. I've got sleeping bags, I've got solar power panels, what else we got in here, pots, pans, toilet, all the good stuff, and solar lights, a sleeping bag. But this is important if you're going to be having, you need to store some items. Okay, on the top here we've got my rotor packs, and this is connected to a sea sucker mounts. As you can see, there's suction cups on there, and I'm going to move this to the fender. See this dump truck coming through here? They're actually coming from my property. That is Hunter. They were the one that took the house down. All right, let's get back to business. So from the box, if you look at the outside of the camper, you will notice it is wrapped in a green topo design with my logos on all the sides. So you can see the Semper Gumby channel logo from all 4 sides of the camper. We come around. Of course, it goes all the way back. It's fully wrapped. So I really like this design. It came out pretty cool, and it matches Sarge, the topo design back here as well on the OVS cap. So now the doors are, when I had the doors put in, I requested that they have windows and the screens. So you can open and close the window screens from the inside. Of course, you can lock the camper using the safety latch or the keys. But the reason why I wanted windows all the way around on both sides is because I put Hoku in here from time to time, and to keep her cool, I need some airflow in here. Also, it brightens up the camper as well inside. And then I come to the windows. Here we've got tinted windows with screens, and you can close it off, so that's an extra added. I like to see what's out in the vehicle. Here you do have a solar light, and these are three modes. These are pretty bright at night, and it's also motion detected to go on off. You have your vent here, and of course you have your fenders. Now the fenders on this camper is higher as well as the suspension. So this camper sits a lot higher than my old one. And they also did the design underneath the fender well. I mean, it looks really, really good. Now, when we come to the tires, first thing you're going to notice is the wheels. They were powder coated bronze to match Sarge's wheels. So we got bronze on Sarge and then bronze on the camper. Now, the only drawback that I have a con is I wish, I requested Toyota wheel bolt pattern because we have a 6 bolt pattern on my Method wheels, and these are 5 bolts. So these are not Toyota wheels, they are Jeep wheels. And the reason why I wanted to have them match with my Toyota wheels is if I had a flat, I could interchange or use the same wheel pattern as my Tacoma or Sarge. So that is one of the, I guess, cons. These are 31s by 10.5 by 15s. They are made by they're Gladiators. Really good looking tire. I have no complaints or anything on, but they are 15s. Sarge has 16s on here. So, but regardless, if I had a flat, I couldn't interchange this setup. Also, I wish I had them put on a spare tire mount, and that would have been on the other side like my Rugged Rhino. So I don't have a spare tire for this camper. It's a really good looking wheel. If you come up here, you have 2 vents. You have one here and one here, and these are for your AC or your heater ducts. I am going to actually get one of those cables to drill here and then attach it to the bolts, because I don't want these falling off and I want to lose them just like that. But so these cables, you can get them on Amazon, and let me fix that O-ring. So these cables you can get on Amazon. You drill a hole right here, attach it with a screw, and then attach the other end with the screw on the mounting base. Okay, of course, right here you do have your power in. This is a normal 110 outlet that connects inside, and then of course you got your Semper Gumby logo on here as well. Now, as we come to the back side, we do have LED lights. I like that. Really good. You do have a license plate frame here. I need to put my plate on there. And then of course you have an LED light here that lights up the frame from the side. And then of course your LED strip or your LED brake light, signal lights. And then of course you got your normal camper latch, which you can lock again from the inside. Now, I wish there was a way to mount I would say an arm, or like under your hood, or it's one of those spring actuators, because what happens is this door will swing open and hit during heavy winds, come back and hit right there. So I need to either put a rubber mount up there to prevent that, but there's nothing that prevents this thing from opening, closing, and slamming just like that. So, but next thing I want to talk about are these jacks. One thing I'm a little bit confused about it, because when you pull these jacks, let me see, pull the pin, it'll come down, right? You pin it. Because this trailer is lifted, I don't understand why the jacks do not come all the way down to the bottom when it's fully extended. You do have that much space under here, and I guess you have to use blocks, but I don't carry blocks, pad blocks on my camper. But that's something I would definitely work on, as far as if you're going to have jacks. And these jacks is so when you got the trailer or camper disconnected, you don't tilt back. But either I'm going to have pads, blocks, or a rock. So that's one thing I would definitely improve on is these jacks. Like I said, they don't touch the ground, and to me, they're kind of not operational unless I've got blocks. As we come on around on this side, same thing. You got your windows, your doors, exactly the same on the other side. You've got your solar lights, vents, and then on this side I've got my rotor packs. Let's start on this side. We got some cubby holes. I've got my, my Joule, my coffee stuff on this side, my jet boil. It's not very much storage, but you still have, allows you to put stuff in there. On this side I've got my trash bags, toilet paper, kitchen bags, Ziplocs, and then on the bottom here I have my Zero Breeze AC charger, napkins as well. Okay, pardon the mess because I just threw everything in here, but I've got my air mattress here, my Horizon air mattress, Lost Horizon, and of course my Zero Breeze Mark III. Okay, so as you can see, it pipes in to the Zero Breeze itself and then goes out to the duct outlets that I showed you earlier. And then you can take this one here. There is a plate that comes out of it's basically circulating air. So it'll come out from here, go into the unit, and of course, this is where your cold air escapes. And I usually put this on here, the hose, and then I vent it towards the front of the camper. Okay, of course I got my Starlink down there. I don't have it hooked up, but if you look, it's a little bit more headroom on these things because I probably got another 8 inches or 10 inches of headroom space on the top there, so I can sit down in here and do some work. So quite a bit of space. Of course, it allows you to, sit down on a table or a chair and not hit your head. Now let's go ahead and open this rooftop tent. Now this rooftop tent is a hard shell. It's got a nice ABS hard shell. It's got roof racks on it right there, which is pretty cool. And you can mount T-slots on there. And this is a Wildfinder rooftop tent. Let's go ahead and open up the rooftop tent. Let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Okay. Just like any other rooftop tent, you go ahead and pop it up. There it goes. Now, on the inside, look how much space now you have in here. All right, now I am in the camper standing up, and look how much room I've got. Quite a bit of room, and so I am able to change clothes. I am able to stand up in here and sleep up here as well, and I'll get to the sleep platform in just a second. But the tent does have pretty good set of room. I wouldn't say you could fit, I guess you could fit 2 people up here with this tent, but it'd be pretty tight. So it's one person up here for myself be fine. Of course, Hoku would be sleeping on the bottom. So here's one of the cons that I wish they had. There is no sleep platform up here. So when you put up the rooftop tent, there's no place for you to sleep. Now, I guess I would be able to make a platform that runs from the front of the tent to the back of the tent, and then I could put my air mattress on that. But I wish they had put a sleep platform in this on here, so I can, like I said, sleep up here as well. And if you look, let's turn this camera around. If you look at the sides of the tent, you've got these little mounts here, mount here, mount here, mount there, and then of course you got a USB cord up there. Well, I believe that should have been for some LED light, either a tube or a light strip, but they never included it in this this build. So now I've got to figure out a way to get lights up in the tent, and it only has it on one side, so that's telling me that either they forgot to include it in the camper, or it was never shipped. So that is a big con for me, lighting. The tent does have pockets where you can stuff items in the pocket as well, and it does have this clear clear pocket right there, and I assume that would be, you can either put a an iPad or a small tablet while you're lying down and watching TV or watching a movie, but without having a platform I can't lay up in here. It does have another additional pockets on here where you can store stuff in there, and then of course you got your regular zip up, zip down, privacy kind of curtains itself. The biggest con of this rooftop tent is I'm unable to sleep up here because there's no platform. There is quite a bit of storage on the front half with these lock cubbies. You know, they're not that deep, but I can store stuff in here. I've got my flashlights, I've got some of my caffeine pouches, some chargers, some rope rollers, and then I like it because you can go ahead and lock it. Let's see what we got on this side. We got my Lost Horizon pump. I've got Clean Freak body wipes. Of course, I've got my Starlink cable in here, and then, like I said, I like it because it can lock. I do have a flex stack out in here where I can put items. I've got, you know, my propane. I've got some lights. I've got some snacks, cup holders, and then I've got, of course, Hoku's greeny treats. I've got some batteries. Got a life straw in here. Chem lights, of course, toothbrushes. On this side, you can see the AC unit, and also right under the AC unit is my Bouge RV tankless hot water heater. So if I wanted to take showers or wash dishes, I can use that. And this right here, what we got? This is my Yaber projector. So if I wanted to watch a movie somewhere, I can stream movies from my phone and project it either on the back wall or on a white screen. But this is the suspension right here, and it's our, you know, independent suspension. And this one here is, I believe, 3,500 pound capacity, so way more than I want or way more than I need. But you know, it's always good to have more and have it. The rooftop tent, what's really cool, it's got green accents and green stitching. So you know me, I love my green. So we're going to go ahead and put this rooftop tent down, and like I said, it's pretty cool. It's a one-man tent, I would say, but it's good enough for me and Hoku. But if you look at it, like I said, you got racks on the top where you can put I can put some storage boxes or even some solar panels on there. But got some gas struts right here, and like I mentioned before, I would love to have this on the back door. And then of course I can mount T-slots here for my awning, which I haven't got yet, but it goes all the way around, so you can slot pretty much everything, accessories as well. And these right here are for the ladder. Now the ladder I have inside of the front cargo box, but you know, a ladder does not do well if I don't have a sleep platform up there. So I'm gonna just bypass the ladder for a little bit and just, you know, until I get the platform built. So let's go ahead and put the rooftop tent down, and I'll show you how easy it is for there. As you can see, there is an elastic band that runs across around the whole tent. That is to keep the canvas compressed in, so when you're closing it, you don't have a whole lot of canvas sticking out. So basically, you just stick your you can just stick your canvas in, just like that. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Once you got everything stuck in, you get your strap that you use to pull down your rooftop tent, tuck it in there. And then go ahead and just latch it down. And there you go. That's how you put your rooftop tent away, open and close. I do give it a pro for the ease of it. Easy up, easy down. Look at Hoku under there, she's just chilling. So there it is, folks, the Semper Gumby camper. And I really like it. I like the wrap on there. The wrap came back unbelievable. And it matches Sarge, and it gives it a different look. It doesn't look like a normal camper that you just keep, buy off of the floor. It's customized for me. These campers are easy to tow, easy to move around, maneuverability, they're light, and they're pretty cool. So anyway, you got any questions, pop them in the box below. I'll answer them the best I can. Just remember, if go out there, go make adventures. See, go out and make some memories. I'm sorry, go out and make some memories. This is from my buddy Jacob from the Family Man Camping Adventure channel. Thank you for the hat.
Woke up in a new city, sun just starting to rise. Ran my fingers through the dust, feeling like I was on a prize. Got a map and a backpack, headed off to explore. Life's a journey, I'm not scared. Got miles to go before I sleep. Crossed a bridge where the river winds, saw the old man play guitar. Talked to strangers, shared a meal, found stories in every star. Passed through fields of wildflowers, under skies so vast and blue. Every mile a memory, every moment a clue. On the road, freedom in my soul. Every step, every stop, chasing what we're told. On the road, nothing but the wind. Every turn, every bend, we're never alone. We're always on a find. Through the rain, through the snow, through the heat of the day, learning lessons, growing strong. Every day a brand new way. Found a place to rest under the moon's soft glow. Dreams of mountains, oceans, deserts, and so much more to know. Woke up early, packed up tight, ready for the next ride. Life's a journey I won't hide, living life with pride. Every step a story, every breath a prayer.